on EA Sports. Coming up, Cardinal fans will see the debut of their dynamic new quarterback, number 1 overall pick, Kyler Murray, as the Cardinals and new coach Cliff Kingsbury play host to the Detroit Lions. I'll be back at halftime with a look at the early games, but let's get you out to the desert. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Detroit Lions. So happy to be with you, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, and we thought it would never get here, but here we are back together. It's opening weekend of the 100th season in the NFL.
So much football to talk about. That's our main focus. But how about how much happened in the offseason? Rules changes. Overtime rules were discussed in a big way. Some superstars changed addresses. There's a whole lot to talk about in the NFL in addition to this game we're getting ready to watch.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 6'2 quarterback out of San Jose State. It's David Fales.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Check, 43. It's going to be a long...
A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. On second and a couple. Fails. Rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Throwing is Fails. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. On play action, they'll throw. Steps away. He's going to take off with it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third. And we look now at the Lions offense.
Obviously a tough test for this offense right out of the gate. Road game in game 1 of the new year. Conventional wisdom says, go slow, take care of the football. I think in this case, attack early and get the home team back on their heels.
Now Fails. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one, angling for the sideline. So here are the Cardinals now with a long field ahead. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And let's look now at the offensive starters for the Cardinals.
And last night we were discussing some of the changes they've made offensively during the offseason, and we know it helps for them to have the first game at home. Hopefully this crowd, which we saw coming in, they've been here for a while, ready to go. You and I should have joined the tailgates, that's for sure. They're going to give them plenty of encouragement. They'll try and ride that wave and get their first victory of the year.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Off the draw, here's Johnson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Riddick light on his feet. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Corey Peters there to bring him down. And the 11 defensive starters for Arizona.
Cornerback Patrick Peterson is a great example of why you can't just judge production by numbers in the NFL. Why? Patrick Peterson is one of the better corners in the league, locks up receivers so much the quarterbacks do not want to throw the ball in his direction. So his interception numbers may not be that high, but his value, off the charts.
Now Riddick. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
On 2nd down, Johnson. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. There's the first NFL grab for Andy Isabella. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We're scoreless after 1.
Watch one.
Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Murray now on first down. That ball complete to Isabella. A good pickup there, 22. Several media outlets thought Andy Isabella was the top receiver in this year's class out of UMass. He dominated his senior year there. 1,700 yards, 13 touchdowns. They really say that he can just take a top off a defense. He ran a 4.31 40 at the Combine, third fastest of all attendees. And then he was taken 62nd. A lot of experts think he was a major bargain with loads of potential. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Murray's throw on target to Christian Kirk. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. Justin Pugh, the left guard that time with a flag. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Murray to air it out again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain a scoreless game.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
They try the 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Riddick. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Riddick with a carry. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. A reminder coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. They play host to their rival Steelers. And then on Monday night, it's the one weekend of the year where you get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, then Broncos and Raiders. Vic Fangio's coaching debut and the Raiders' final season opener in Oakland. That's the late game, 10:30 Eastern. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And that's incomplete. Johnson the intended target. And now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Able to find Isabella. A big 30-yard play on third. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, and it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that can spark a big burst right here.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Quick strike here, Murray to Fitzgerald. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals 1st down as well. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down. Here's Murray. And an alley to run. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. Well, we know that Murray can run the football. He rushed for 1,000 yards during his final year at Oklahoma, better than 7 yards per carry. And Cliff Kingsbury says, I trust him running the football. This is a guy that has known his quarterback since 2012 when Murray was a sophomore in high school. Kingsbury was in the OC at Texas A&M. He would go on to take the Texas Tech job, but the two maintained a great relationship. Both are from Texas, both quarterbacks, and both with fathers heavily involved in their football careers. And Cliff Kingsbury, he trusts his quarterback implicitly. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's Murray. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd down. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Flushed out right, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
A 40-yard attempt.
Dawson's kick is up and through. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Back onto the field comes the offense. Let's take a closer look at Kerryon Johnson. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Fails. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now back to throw. And that will be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago, where it was the visiting Packers who were able to come in and win this one on the road. Aaron Rodgers, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, we head down to sunny Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And they couldn't get the job done as they fall to the visiting Baltimore Ravens. 20-10 was the final. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And it was the visiting Atlanta Falcons who come in and get the victory. Matt Ryan, 2 touchdown passes as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. Meanwhile, in our game, not much happening on the scoreboard, just a lone field goal in that first half. For the call of the second half, maybe we can get a touchdown, fellas. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. 2nd down, Murray sets to throw. This complete to the tight end Clay. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And that is incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. On second and inches. Fails. And an alley to run. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll look to throw. And Amendola's got it, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. On the ground, it's Reddick. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They go back to Reddick. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9. Fails. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So on 4th down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. This will be, 38 yards out. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Out of the gun, here's Murray. They'll roll him out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Kyler Murray, a 1,000-yard rusher as a quarterback in his Heisman campaign at Oklahoma. He's got the first down. Some early fireworks from this rookie quarterback getting the start in week 1.
And every time a rookie quarterback gets to start week 1, you and I both know the extra attention that comes with it. We know that he's going to throw the football, but will he make the right decisions? And in this case, with his legs, he showed the defense there's an extra dynamic to his game.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score all time.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cardinals on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Here's Johnson. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Johnson. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go to Johnson again. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up a throw. Robert Alford that time on the great coverage.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he'll be upended after a gain of 5. Up to the 25-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
First down, Murray. Incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and that'll bring up second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson, and he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down. Threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle. Well, for these two franchises, the Lions and the Cardinals, it all began back on a Sunday in October of 1930 when the Chicago Cardinals visited Portsmouth, Ohio to play a scoreless game against the hometown Portsmouth Spartans in front of 6,500 fans. 4 years later, the Portsmouth Spartans would move to Detroit. But anyways, 90 seasons later, after some rebranding, a couple relocations, one of the oldest rivalries in the NFL still lives on. He'll buy some time right. He may try and run for this. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Throwing his fails. James has got it. Complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now. Looking to throw again on second down. Fails. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson.
Holding offense.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Now fails.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. They go play action here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And in for the score. Are you kidding me? They return it, and they take the lead. So many times, tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Here's Phil Dawson now for the point after. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. On the NFL scoreboard there in the fourth now in Carson. And a victory there belonging to the Chargers. Phillip Rivers, he was on fire. 5 touchdown passes. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken near the 13. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So now the Lions down by 7, 24 seconds to go. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up first and 10. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point try now for Dawson. Oh, this is blocked. The Lions pick it up, but he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. Before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spend a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. He's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. They'll look to throw here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. And that'll bring up second down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for the Cards, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm